Welcome back to Day One Voiceover. My name's Robert Vienna, and this channel is documenting my journey into a new career into the voiceover business from day one. First and foremost, what I want to start off this video with is a huge thank you to DJ Dykes. DJ is someone that I've been following for a little while on YouTube, established guy, very successful in voiceover, and he stumbled across my videos and decided to use one as a bit of a learning lesson to talk about how to find coaching, because it's something I had spoken about in one of my past videos. But you know, he gave me some incredible advice on there, gave me some additional exposure for the channel. It was cool to see that we have some crossover in our audiences. So for the guys that knew me, that commented on his video, thank you very much. That was really cool. And you know, I walked away from that video with a couple of lessons. So I know I spoke about my short lists that I have on voices.com. And, you know, talking about the fact that I have a handful of short lists and no genuine wins. That still remains the case. I'm up to 17 short lists now, so a couple more since that video was recorded, and I'm going to take those as wins. I've even had comments on my own videos where people have said, I got a short list or my first short list, and I've told them, I said, that's fantastic, because that means at the very least you're on point with your audio. It means you interpreted the script properly and you delivered something that they're considering above most of the rest of the people. Well, I need to take that to heart and listen to my own advice. The wins will come. If I keep doing what I'm doing, the wins will come. And I'm happy about my short lists for now, and I'm going to keep striving for them. Another thing I want to talk about is how I need to audition more. And I know I've mentioned that. And one of the things that I brought up several videos ago was talking about going on other audition sites, and one of those being Voice 123. Now the thing with Voice 123, and the reason why I haven't started, is twofold really. One, it's pretty expensive. There's 3 tiers of levels that you can go into. The base one, not many people have any kind of success on there. The middle one is, I think, $888 for the year, and you start to see better quality auditions there. But it's also $888. And as you know, I just recently started working again. So I have a year and a half, almost 2 years worth of unemployment to catch up on. And I haven't even made up my voices.com membership yet, since I don't have many genuine wins on there. So to jump into another $800 something, yes, it's a cost of doing business. I should probably just do it anyways, but that's one of the hesitations. The other is that I'm getting those short lists, but they're not leading to anything yet. So, and on Voices 123, it can mess up your algorithm if you're not being successful. I know the thumbs up as opposed to the short lists on voices.com, Voices 123. Voice 123 has a thumbs up, I believe, and that's the equivalent, and that can help your algorithm. So I'm confident I can gain a few to help my algorithm, but I feel like if I start winning some more on voices.com, I can at least get a better idea of what people are hiring me for, so that I can focus in on those auditions on Voice 123. And that kind of falls into the niche thing, which DJ also mentioned, to not necessarily worry about my niche, to basically just record whatever comes your way, you know, work with whatever comes your way. And that's great. And I absolutely will take that going forward. But I feel like as I get started, I don't want to audition for things that I'm very likely not going to win if I see myself never getting hired for them, just messing up my algorithm. From a career standpoint, I think I'm going to kind of ditch the niche idea and just kind of take whatever comes my way. So that's great. And that's the idea that I'm gonna run with. But that's why I haven't done Voice 123 yet, but I promise I'll get a Voice 123 video up here hopefully in the near future, once I actually build up the nerve to do it. And if anything, I need to effectively double the auditions that come my way so I can audition more. Some days I just do 2 or 3 auditions, sometimes 1, other days more, but that's just not going to cut it. So that's it for the updates. Now, the topic of the video. is the importance of a recording space. Now, I did a video a while back showing how I was doing my recording space, putting up the sound tiles and all that. And the interesting thing about my recording space is that it's still a very much everyday, very often used walk-in closet, not just by myself, but by my wife. So I can't just necessarily put moving blankets all over the place and completely take it over. It has to remain a usable space. I still have to have access to all my things, so does my wife, and it has to be treated enough to make a proper space. So I feel like I've done that. You saw me put up the tiles. I've done some additional things since then to cover up some of the flat surfaces. They're not all completely covered yet, but it is a pretty sizable space. I know most of these kind of DIY booths that people make in their own homes with PVC pipe can end up being pretty small, 3x4 or whatever, kind of feel a little cramped. This is a pretty sizable space. It's like 4x6, if not bigger. Actually, it's probably more like 5x7 now that I think about it. But so that helps in treating the space, but it's still not as soundproof as it can be. That being said, it's working. Like I said, I am getting my short lists. No one's ever really seemed to comment on the quality of the space that I'm recording in. So I wanted to do a little bit of a test, kind of just for fun. I have a Rode NT1, which I've talked about before, but I have an additional microphone that I want to do a side-by-side test on. They don't sound exactly alike. They're going to be very easy to tell apart which mic is which, but I'm doing this test for the importance of the sound space, and you'll see why when I'm done. But so what I did is I took a couple of scripts. I went to ChatGPT. I asked it for a script on a car commercial, and then a shorter script for like Wix.com. And so I'm going to do some side-by-sides. I recorded both commercial spots with both microphones side by side, and I'm going to play them for you here. Microphone 1, microphone 2 for the first spot, microphone 1, microphone 2 for the second spot. And I want you to figure out which microphone is which, first and foremost. And then when we're done, we'll talk a little bit more about the experiment. But with that being said, here are the recordings.
Introducing the all-new Ravion X Hybrid, where electrifying performance meets cutting-edge innovation. With a twin-turbo hybrid powertrain, the Ravion X delivers a breathtaking 0 to 60 in just 3.2 seconds, while offering an unmatched 500-mile range. Sleek design, precision handling, and instant torque make every drive an adrenaline rush. Performance without compromise. Efficiency without limits. The Ravion X Hybrid. Experience the revolution. Visit ravionx.com today. Unleash power. Command efficiency. Introducing the all-new Ravion X Hybrid, where electrifying performance meets cutting-edge innovation. With a twin-turbo hybrid powertrain, the Ravion X delivers a breathtaking 0 to 60 in just 3.2 seconds, while offering an unmatched 500-mile range. Sleek design, precision handling, and instant torque make every drive an adrenaline rush. Performance without compromise. Efficiency without limits. The Ravion X Hybrid. The Ravion X Hybrid. Experience the revolution. Visit ravionx.com today. Starting a business? Showcasing your work? Whatever you need a website for, Wix.com makes it simple. Just pick a template, customize it your way, and you're live. No tech skills needed. Ready to build your site? Head to Wix.com and get started today. Starting a business? Showcasing your work? Whatever you need a website for, Wix.com makes it simple. Just pick a template, customize it your way, and you're live. No tech skills needed. Ready to build your site? Head to Wix.com and get started today.
Okay, so clearly the microphones sound different. One sounds much better than the other. But the reason I'm doing this is because there's the old adage of the space is more important than the microphone. A bad microphone can sound good in a quality space, where a $1,000 microphone can sound terrible in a terrible space. So, not that I have a super professional, ultra quality recording studio, but that second microphone I was comparing it to was my iPhone. Quite literally just my phone. Did you catch that? Did you catch the fact that it was not only a non-quality microphone, but it was an iPhone? And to show you the example, this is now me recording on my phone in the same space where I do my video. Did it sound like the same quality as you heard in that sample? Probably not. And that was the whole point of that. So that you can see the difference between a proper recording space and a not proper recording space, like I do for my videos. If it can make an iPhone sound decent, then imagine what it can do with a decent microphone, or even better one. So that was it for this video. Don't really have a whole lot else to talk about. Don't have a ton of progress to share other than the short lists. But I wanted to make sure to get this video out. I'm going on vacation soon, taking the kiddo to Nintendo World in California, and I'm super excited about that. If you know anything about it or have some tips, please feel free to share them. I'm happy to take whatever tips I can get. But with that in mind, I hope to talk to you guys soon. I hope you guys stuck around to the end. As always, like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll have some interesting content for you next time. Thanks, and we'll talk soon.